And today we're actually to the craziest mistakes that got serial killers caught. I think nobody likes serial killers, I would imagine, but it's just something about like finding out they got your ass. Like I that's the person in this world after Preds that I would just like, I'm glad they got you. You just thought you was so smart, and they are. Serial killers actually are known to be very, very intelligent, but they finally got you, bro. Let's get into the video. Let's do it.
Maury Travis. Between 2000 and 2002, Maury Travis murdered at least 12 women in the St. Louis.
Have heard of him. I have heard of him. I think he recorded he was recording his stuff. I forgot what happened. He a sick weirdo, bean head, nasty skull ass. Good man. Yeah, I do know about
This
him.
area. The 36-year-old hotel waiter mainly targeted sex workers, bringing them to his home where he had built a torture room in his basement. He recorded his crimes on video. Travis might have continued killing if not for one major mistake. After the St. Louis Post-Dispatch published an article about victim Teresa Wilson, Travis couldn't resist responding. He sent an anonymous letter to the newspaper writing, "I'll tell you where many others are, and to prove I'm real, here are directions to number 17. With the letter, he included a map showing where to find a body. What Travis didn't know was that the map came from Expedia.com, which tracked its users. FBI investigators
They said, oh, this is an easy one. Yeah, there you go, right there. Pull up on
contacted Expedia and got a list of IP addresses that had accessed their mapping service, and one of those addresses belonged to Travis. When police searched his home in June 2002, they found his torture room, newspaper clippings about his crimes, and videos of Travis killing his victims. During questioning, he slipped up again by asking to see the murdered girls, even though police hadn't told him the women were dead. DNA from a soda can Travis used matched the evidence from two victims. The case was solid, but Travis unalived himself in jail 3
Yeah. Straight to the depths of hell. Lake of fire, like eternity type of fate, bro. You ain't even like, yeah, bro. To do him I hope they got him the worst way before he took him.
days after his arrest. Henri Désiré Landru. Between 1915 and 1919, Henri Landru killed at least 11 people in France. The 40-year-old man targeted lonely widows during World War I, placing ads in newspapers in which he claimed to be a respectable widower looking for marriage.
This is interesting. So back then you could do that, huh? Hey, looking for some women. You know, if you lost your husband, I'm here. I got a job. I'm doing this. That, like, if let's just take away the killing for a second. But this is how you could get you a woman. And they hit you up like, hey, let's do it. I guess it's a different time, man. You know, during a time like this, you know, a woman kind of needed a man to kind of move and navigate and live in this world. So it makes sense why they probably were just like, yep, let's do it. Come on.
Landru charmed women who had money, convinced them to sell their things and move in with him, then killed them and took their money. What led to his capture was a small but telling mistake. Investigators found that when Landru took victims to his country house, he always bought one-way tickets for them, but round-trip tickets for himself. This pattern showed he knew these women would never come back. The police wasn't able to find direct evidence, only some bone fragments and teeth in his stove and garden. This, combined with the one-way tickets, was enough to identify him as the murderer. Landru was found guilty of 11 murders on November 30th, 1921, and was executed by guillotine on February 25th, 1922. Lamarck's
it wasn't big on life sentences back then.
Devin McWilliams. Between 2006 and 2009, Lamarck's Devin McWilliams attacked and killed several women in the Acres Homes area.
Bro, listen to that. Oh, I haven't heard of him still, but he said Acres Homes, and I kind of already could tell or knew where this was at. This was in Houston. Bro, have y'all see the pattern? These niggas be so lame. Like they are just preying on I mean, bro, preying on them. Like
of Houston, Texas. The 33-year-old went after women who worked as prostitutes, hurt them, and left their bodies in ditches and behind buildings. McWilliams' biggest mistake happened in August 2009 when he took a woman named Chelsea Brazier. After attacking her, he put her in the trunk of his car. While driving, his car got stuck in mud. He took Brazier out of the trunk and told her to drive while he pushed. When the car
Wow. Yeah, for sure.
broke free, Brazier drove away and called the police instead.
For sure. Absolutely. And if that mud wasn't right there, I probably would have reversed and just whacked your ass. Wow.
Of coming back for McWilliams. This escape led right to McWilliams' capture.
Stupid
Police arrested him
ass.
for this attack, and they tested his DNA. In just 2 days, they found out his DNA matched the DNA recovered at several crime scenes in the Acres Homes area. Another important clue was that McWilliams had a Scales of Justice tattoo on his arm, which people had seen on the killer. McWilliams was found guilty of sexual assault and got a life sentence in prison. Bobby Joe Long. Between March and November 1984, Bobby Joe Long killed at least 10 women in the Tampa Bay area of Florida. The 31-year-old man used to dump their bodies in remote areas around the city. However, Long's worst mistake happened when he took Lisa McVeigh on November 3, 1984. He kept her for 26 hours in his apartment and attacked her many times. But unlike his other victims, Long decided to let McVeigh go. He put a blindfold on her, drove her near where he had taken her, and set her free. While held captive, McVeigh was smart and brave. Thinking she would be killed, she made sure to leave her fingerprints everywhere in Long's bathroom. She counted the steps into his apartment, noted what his car felt like, and remembered every detail she could while blindfolded. When she was free, McVeigh went straight to the police with all this information. She told them Long drove a red Dodge Magnum and gave details about his
Oh my gosh, she shot a car and everything?
apartment. With her good description, police found Long quickly. Police arrested Long on November 16, 1984. The evidence linked him to several murders. When questioned, Long admitted to 8 killings and many other attacks. Long was found guilty and got the death penalty. After 34 years in prison, he was executed.
Damn! After 30, they gave him 34 of them too. I had him serve over a life sentence and then said, yep, let's go take you out of here. You've lived long enough, let's get you. I like
on
that
May
one.
23, 2019.
Hey, before we get back into the video, I got a way you can make some extra bread. I know you bored at home right now, bro. And all you have to do is play games and get paid for it. If you hit the link in my description or scan the QR code on the screen right now, you can sign up to freecash.com and start getting paid right now. And they make it extremely simple. First, just create an account like any other site and email and password. And once you get in, you'll see a wall of games and offers immediately. Pick a game that you actually like, play through the levels, and the cash will land straight into your free cash account. It's basically turning your downtime into a hustle without you even thinking about it. People pulling $10 to $20 a day, and with some effort, you can go way higher than that. You can spend a couple bucks in game to hit levels faster that'll ultimately give you bigger offers and payouts. That's the method on how some users end up making hundreds, even 500 or more on certain offers. But you don't have to spend any money. You can literally stick to the free levels and still cash out. The whole point is when you're taking a break from those Astral Dior videos, doom scrolling, looking at women, you could be playing and earning at the same time. Get to your money, bro. And once you run it up and want to cash out, you've got options of PayPal or gift cards. So if you want to get to that extra cheese, hit the link in the description or scan the code on the screen, sign up for free, and start playing for cash on your spare time. And when you use my link or QR code, you get $5 bonus to get you started, bro. Go ahead, get to it. Let's do it.
Dean Corll.
Never heard of him.
Between 1970 and 1973, Dean Corll killed at least 29 teenage boys in Houston, Texas. The 33-year-old had 2 teenage helpers, David Brooks and Elmer Wayne Henley, who would bring him victims. Corll ordered his helpers to bring boys to his house with offers of beer, drugs, or parties. Once there, the victims would be tricked into wearing handcuffs or just grabbed by force. They were then tied to a board where Corll would attack them before killing them. Corll's mistake came on August 8, 1973, when Henley brought a male friend named Tim Curley and a female friend named Rhonda Williams to Corll's house. Corll got angry about bringing a girl, and after they all passed out from drinking and drugs, he tied them up. When Henley woke up, Corll said he was going to kill all 3 of them. Henley talked Corll into untying him by saying he would help hurt the others. Once free, Henley grabbed Corll's gun and killed him.
Shout out Henley. Shout out Henley. You stupid ass. Corll, you stupid ass. What you think this was? I was going to just flip. I'll help you hurt him. He was just like, I like that idea. Bet. They be dumb as hell.
Henley then called the police and told them everything. Police found bodies buried in a boat shed, at a beach, and near a lake. Both Henley and Brooks went to prison for life for helping with the murders. Wayne Williams.
Wait. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Hell nah, fuck Henley. Nah, fuck Henley. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, okay. I see. Oh, nah, fuck Henley. Yeah, Henley a bitch ass nigga. He just snitched on himself and everything. Nah, fuck Henley, bro. I ain't okay.
Both Henley and Brooks went to prison for life for helping
I tripped for a second
with the murders. Wayne
Fuck
Williams.
Henley.
Between 1979 and 1981, at least 28 black men were killed in Atlanta, Georgia. Wayne Williams,
Wayne was getting bit. Wayne is a scary looking individual. I'm surprised you trusted this person.
23-year-old black man who worked in music, was caught and found guilty of 2 of these killings, though police think he did many more. Williams became a suspect on May 22, 1981, when police watching a bridge heard a splash in the water below. Williams' car was the first to cross the bridge after this sound. When stopped, he told police a fake story about meeting a singer named Cheryl Johnson, who wasn't real. 2 days later, the body of Nathaniel Cater, a 27-year-old man, was found in the river. Police believed Williams had thrown Cater's body from the bridge that night. The main proof against him was carpet fibers found on victims that matched the rare carpet in Williams' home. On June 21, 1981, Williams was arrested for killing Cater and another man, Jimmy Ray Payne. He was later found guilty and got a life sentence. Robert Berdella. Between 1984 and 1987, Robert Berdella kidnapped, attacked, and killed at least 6 men in Kansas City, Missouri.
Okay, now they getting to the men. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? They get into the men now.
The 39-year-old antique dealer kept careful notes of what he did to his victims, who were held for days or even weeks before they died. Berdella's plan was to bring men to his house on Charlotte Street, often by offering them a place to stay or by putting drugs in their food or drinks. Once they passed out, he would tie them to his bed and start attacking them. He even took photos of his victims during the whole thing. Berdella was caught when his last victim, Christopher Bryson, got away. On March 29, 1988, after being held for 4 days, Bryson burned through his ropes using matches Berdella had left nearby. Wearing only a dog collar, Bryson jumped from a second-floor window and ran to a...
Yo, I know that startled the hell out of somebody. A naked man with a dog collar on. I know they startled the hell out of somebody. I see that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's messed up because I'm thinking this person need help. Or they can look like they need help. And I'm thinking that they trying to hurt me.
Neighbor for help. When police looked through Berdella's house, they found scary proof. His notes about the torture, hundreds of photos of victims, a human skull in a closet, and a buried head in the backyard. They also found ropes and tools for torture all over the house. Berdella later admitted to all 6 murders and was sent to prison for life. He died from heart problems while in prison on October 8, 1992, at age 43. Charles Cullen. Between 1988 and 2003, Charles Cullen killed as many as 40 patients while working as a nurse in hospitals across New Jersey and Pennsylvania. He would give patients deadly doses of medication, especially insulin and the heart drug digoxin. He often gave these drugs to patients who weren't supposed to have them, causing their hearts to stop or making them fall into a deep sleep and die.
What type of weird... You's a doctor, bro. You went to school all these years to come through here and I'm taking lives.
Cullen's biggest mistake was not being careful with hospital computer records. At Somerset Medical Center in New Jersey, he kept using the computer system to look up information about patients who weren't his and ordered medicines they didn't need. The hospital noticed this odd pattern when its tracking system spotted unusual medicine orders and patient deaths. When a patient died with high levels of digoxin that hadn't been ordered for him, hospital staff finally called police in October 2003. When police talked to him, Cullen quickly said he had killed between 30 and 40 patients, claiming he did it to end their pain, though many victims weren't even dying. In April 2004, Cullen said he was guilty of killing 13 patients and trying to kill 2 others. He got 11 life sentences in a row, and
he just said, like, straight up, like, yeah, this is going on.
Can't get out of prison until 2403.
He in there right now?
Hunter Jesperson. Between 1990 and 1995, Keith Jesperson killed at least 8
Oh yeah, he looked like a wild boy. He looked wicked. I can't lie to you.
Women across the United States. The 6'8" truck driver used his job to find
6'8"? Ooh!
Victims as he drove.
Yo, nigga wasted talent in the truck, bro. Y'all wasted your talent hurting people. You should have had a ball in your hand, especially in 1990, 1995.
Across the country, mostly picking women who worked as prostitutes or who were homeless. Jesperson's first victim was Townja Bennett, killed in January 1990 in Oregon. After meeting her at a bar, he took her to his home, got into a fight with her, and killed her. What made this case strange was that another couple, Laverne Pavlinac and John Sosnovsky, said they did the murder, even though they didn't. Pavlinak made up the story to get away from Sosnovsky, who was abusive to her, but both ended up in prison. Jesperson's biggest mistake came from his need for attention. He was angry that the wrong people were getting credit for his first murder, so he began writing letters to newspapers and police, telling them about his crimes and signing the letters with a smiley.
That's the thing about these types of guys. Like, for some reason, they really, like, they need their name on it. You feel what I'm saying? They had to have their face on it, or they should start tripping. I mean, when you're crazy like that, I guess, but, you know, they need their fit. Like, because they probably wanted fame. They want to live a certain way, but they have no means to do it. They don't have to work, nothing. So they just take it out on the world, and they're like, I can be famous like this.
This is why people called him the happy face killer. When these letters didn't get enough attention, he even wrote a confession on a truck stop bathroom wall. Jesperson was finally caught in March 1995 after killing his last victim, Julie Winningham. He turned himself in after he knew the police were about to catch him. Jesperson is now in prison for life and can't get out until at least 2063. Alexander Pichushkin.
How about not at all? How about that?
Between 1992 and 2006, Alexander Pichushkin killed at least 49 people in Moscow, Russia. The 32-year-old was called the
49 hats, bro. Yo, you a evil nigga, bro. 49, like you don't even feel that no more, bro.
Chessboard killer, because he said he wanted to kill 64 people, one for each square on a chessboard. Pichushkin's first murder was in 1992 when he was just 18 years old. He killed his classmate and threw the body into a sewer in Bitsa Park. After this murder, he stopped killing for several years until Russia abolished the death penalty in 1996, which made him feel safer to kill again. Most of Pichushkin's victims were older homeless people he found in Bitsa Park, near where he lived.
Damn! You just killing homeless people?
Pichushkin's biggest mistake came in June 2006 when he killed his co-worker, Marina Moskalyova. Before going with him, she left a note for her son saying she was with Pichushkin and wrote down his phone number. Even though Pichushkin knew about this note, he still went ahead with the murder. This showed how sure of himself he had become, and it led right to his capture when her body was found, and police looked at security cameras. After they caught him, Pichushkin proudly showed police where he had killed people and told them all about his murders. In 2007, he was found guilty and sent to prison for life.
Not enough. That's not enough. They need to, like, bro, people like this, bro, they need to, like, I ain't gonna lie, bro, we need to torture them niggas, bro. Jesus! Torture. Bring a torturer back for the worst ones, bro. I can't lie. You know, we watched the torture video, but people like this shouldn't be. You're in the prison, man. I know prison is hell, but, like, no, man, it ain't enough. This nigga need to get, like, somebody need to come through and just, I don't know, pain him each day. That being said, y'all let me know what y'all think. Like the video, sub up, comment, the channel. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Great for y'all, bro. We gone. AGD lad.